Chiefs Kingdom, ACU crew, welcome in, welcome in. Are the Chiefs the luckiest team in the NFL? We're going to talk about it. Mike, the Chiefs beat the Raiders 19-17 in another freaking barn burner.
It was great. It was great. We're going to talk about all that in just a second. If you don't care, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 50K, ladies and gents. We appreciate you guys being here on a Friday night. It's weird saying a Friday night. It felt like a Sunday all day, Steve.
It's been weird. I don't know what day it is.
It felt
anymore.
strange. I don't know what day it is.
It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. The Chiefs will play down to their crappy opponent.
You know what day it is, Steve? It's Groundhog Day. Same game,
is Groundhog
same
Day.
Piece of junk every week. But you know what? Win's a win. Win's a win.
Good grief. A win is a win is a win. What is it? 11-1 now? 10-1? What are we?
Yeah, we've said a win is a win now. For
what
11-1.
What even is our record at this point? Does it matter? We're 11-1. 11-1, baby.
Hey, man, here's what I'll say. I was excited to see Pacheco and Omenihu play, and I do believe that Omenihu helped our defensive line get after the quarterback a little bit. We looked a little bit better getting after the quarterback.
Yeah, we got to start with the bright side, baby, and that's a bright side.
Not saying too much. Their offensive line's kind of ass. I'm just going to put that blunt. I mean, they did okay. Let's see who got sacks today, because there was a few out there. Chris Jones got 2, so everybody give Chris Jones a round of applause. He decided to show up and play football today, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
Christopher Jones, look at that. BD Chris Jones, okay? George Karlaftis got a sack. Congrats, George. George is on the board, too, today, ladies and gentlemen.
George, let's go, baby.
So we had 3 sacks. I actually thought we had more than that, but, 3 sacks. Justin Reed had 2 passes defended, knocking them down at the line. So did Drew Tranquil. Shout out to him.
Georgie Porgy knocked one down too, baby.
Josh Williams even had a pass deflection today, so congrats to Josh Williams. Josh Williams stepped in pretty well today, I thought.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought he's better than Nazeeh Johnson?
I thought he looked pretty good in Nazeeh. I'm going to go ahead and give Josh a round of applause today. I thought he played pretty solidly. Who am I not going to give a round of applause to today? I'm going to give the big fart of the day to Wanye.
Wanye is
that
butt
was
cheeks.
bad, dude. Look,
Mikey got them cheeks clapped by Max Crosby.
Yeah, I get it.
So did Jawan Taylor, though.
Yeah.
God bless.
Crosby's tough, and I know Wanye's playing on a bad knee and this and that, and I get it, dude. He's not making big money. He wasn't really drafted to be a left tackle. But how much more do we have to see of him? It amazes me for people to think, like, how far ahead of Kingsley could he possibly be that you're just not going to let the rookie go through that?
It makes no sense. I've been saying it since day freaking one. Why are we putting a guy in that cannot play the position when you have a rookie that needs to learn?
That cannot play the position.
Stinks. Look, man, Wanye, if you're watching this, you seem like a cool guy. I don't hate you, but you stink at left tackle.
It was
absolutely stink.
It's the same just putting a hand out there and they're swiping it away and getting to the quarterback free. Look, Patrick Mahomes had enough of it today, dude. I've not seen him get so angry.
Mike, he said F it. He said enough of this shit.
He dropped an F right here on Black Friday.
He lost his mind. He went to the sideline and he said, look, Andy, if your big titty butt don't get that guy out of the game, I'm done. I'm done.
Steve,
I'm tired of it.
That was my other point. I feel like there's been a lot of coaching mishaps this year. There's been a lot of look, we can start. You've seen them all today. I am so tired of seeing that freaking shovel play in the red zone. If that play does not exit our playbook immediately, these guys are crazy. Look,
it's not going to.
I don't understand the whole Kingsley Wanye thing at left tackle. I never really understood the whole CB2 debacle. We even seen Keith Taylor in the game before we seen this just go to Josh Williams. Which is wild, dude. Like, I just don't understand this. We're still putting Chamari Connor in one-on-one situations versus athletic tight ends. What are we doing?
Mike,
how many times do we have to see these bad coaching decisions?
Hey! Before you get off more,
Patrick get a left tackle, man.
Before we rant more, I got two more rounds of applause here, baby. Isaiah Pacheco coming back strong today. Yeah, popping the house, popping one off, popping off a piece of that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that 30-yard run, baby. What about it?
But look, and Steve, then before you give the second applause, another bad coaching decision.
No.
Okay.
Let's give the other round of applause
first. Give your second applause, and then we'll go back.
Patrick Mahomes finally had enough, and he said, take this guy's ass out of the game, baby. Let's go. Patrick grew a set of nuts.
Ladies and gents, Patrick grew a pair today. Look, if you're going to get sacked over and over, you tell somebody to get him out.
Dude.
They moved Tooney to left tackle.
Enough.
And just put Caliendo in. And look, I feel like you have to. DJ Humphries, I'm sorry to say this, but DJ Humphries might not be ready to go even by next week. Now, could he be out there? Possibly.
Just put his ass in there.
Right.
I don't care if he's ready or not. He's better than Wanye.
Yeah, I feel like you have to. But this is another coaching decision. I knew this was going to happen. As soon as Pacheco come back, he gets 7 carries and Kareem Hunt gets 7 carries. And before you know it, both guys get a total of 14 carries. Nobody gets in rhythm, and we lose our running game.
Don't like it.
And I knew it was going to happen. Kareem Hunt was not effective at all today because the poor guy got 7 carries for 15 yards. Like, they just can't get in rhythm. And now Andy and them's going to have to try to figure out. They hate to run anyway. It's like going to the dentist with these guys. They'd rather get fillings for 6 hours than run the ball. And now that you've got both of them, they're like, oh, my God, which one are we going to do? And they're like, I got a solution. Nobody gets to run the ball. Let's just pass the ball 46 times.
Right. Mike, we got a freaking dono here from Greg Goodwin, the 2-bomb.
Gregory Goodwin.
Says players and coaches need to fear for their jobs.
Look,
Mike,
I
we're to the
love
point
Andy,
now. Look, if you're that's the thing. Andy's
decisions,
never. I don't
man.
care. Andy's never going to fear for his job.
Yeah, he's
here.
awesome, but he's just not going to get it.
And I would fight somebody for that. Andy's not going nowhere.
I love Spags too. I don't know what he's doing with the DBs back there. It makes no sense, but Spags is untouchable.
Now some of these players though.
These players got to get there.
Jawan Taylor should fear for his job because he's getting paid way too much to suck.
$80 million to get 2 more penalties today. 2 more.
End of story. Guys, if Jawan Taylor sucks at right tackle right now, do us a favor and hit that like button, baby. Get this out to as many people as we can.
Yeah,
because I know every damn one of you think Jawan Taylor sucks right now. So hit the like button.
4,000 likes.
Go do that. But you know who else should fear for their job a little bit, and that's Wanye. I think Wanye don't fear for his job. That's the problem.
You don't think Wanye fears for his job? They just brought in somebody to take.
No, that's why he obviously don't fear for his job. They brought in his replacement, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to stick my other thumb up my ass now. Dude. Like he don't care. He don't care. He's ready to eat Cheetos and play PlayStation, brother.
Look,
you don't care about playing
football. Let's go back to Jawan
football.
Taylor for just a second.
Hold on, real quick. Appreciate the 2, Greg, but we got a 5 from Perry. Let's get this, baby. He said, did y'all know that the best way to cover up a left tackle is throwing the ball 50-plus times?
Exactly,
No
Perry.
kidding.
I said this all game. I looked over at Steve with the most serious face, and I said, Andy Reid and this coaching staff makes millions. These are Super Bowl winning coaches. And if you have a bad offensive pass blocking line from your tackles going against Max Crosby, the solution has to be to have Mahomes hold the ball for an hour and a half. Like get rid of the ball. Do better plays. Do something besides throwing the ball 48 times.
That's one thing I don't want to hear,
Steve, we didn't see any quick passing game today like we just seen last week. Like that was gone today.
There was like one quick little screen pass to Worthy, got 11 yards. It's like, why can we not do that all day long? I mean, if it's really that easy.
Steve, in the final drive, when you finally moved Tooney out to left tackle and Caliendo in at left guard, Mahomes had time in the pocket, and they come up with the worst 3 plays you've ever seen. And on 3rd and short, with no timeouts for the Raiders, they throw the ball to Worthy, and he misses Worthy again wide open.
What the hell was that stupid
It gives him a 2-minute warning. I don't understand what they're doing.
They tried everything in the world they could to lose, but the Raiders suck so damn bad, they still screwed the pooch, man.
It's great that you play a team that sucks so bad you can just give it to them on a silver
What
platter.
a bunch of freaking losers, dude. They found the dumbest way to lose a football game that I've seen in a long time. A gamer player with a 10-bomb, baby. He says a game ball to Bolton. That's one thing I said to myself and to you at least 5 times today.
A lot of people were dogging on Bolton throughout that game.
One thing I said to Mike at least 5 times today was, yeah, we shouldn't re-sign Nick Bolton. Why would we re-sign Nick Bolton? Nick Bolton played a hell of a game. Nick Bolton's a good football player. You want Nick Bolton around.
Hit stick, Nick.
And, Mike, what do you think of Wanye's sideline smile when he was taken out of the game? I think Wanye's a big, he just don't care.
Brother, listen to me.
He don't care.
I missed that. If I would have seen that, I would have threw a shoe through the TV screen. Wanye Morris, what's going on with him? It's almost like they're doing it out of spite. Did he say, if you want to go get my left tackle replacement, I'm just going to suck for 2 weeks?
Can you imagine being reached on as a 3rd-round draft pick, getting an opportunity to be a starter at a position that's even better than the position you were drafted to play, and just going out and sucking complete asshole at it and then laughing about it on the sideline? Please cut him.
Dude,
we don't even need him.
Look, I know Kingsley he was not ready to play left tackle in this league.
But I guarantee he's no worse than Wanye.
But it wasn't. I mean,
he could be learning.
Wanye had some games where he looked okay, but over the last 3 or 4 weeks, he's looked bad. And so why did Kingsley have such a short leash and then Wanye didn't?
Right.
It literally took Patrick Mahomes throwing a temper tantrum on the field. He almost stone cold stunned him on the field.
No, literally, Mahomes had enough of that today. He finally had enough.
Bad coaching, Steve, because why in the hell didn't Andy and them, why haven't they taken care of this earlier?
Well, that's another thing I don't want to hear, and I've seen at least 2 people say it online so far. Is, well, give Wanye a little bit of grace. He was going against Max Crosby. You didn't give freaking Kingsley no grace against Trey Hendrickson, who's just as good. Or like not maybe like a
They're
smidge
both top
lower
5 or
than Crosby.
6. They're both top 5 or 6.
So I don't want to hear that crap either. Flapjack with the 5 bomb says, I would rather be lucky than good is our mission statement. It's so damn sad.
Dude, I hate it.
It's
Dude,
pathetic.
look, a lot of people, I keep seeing this narrative all the time. Chief fans, you guys are too spoiled now. You're too spoiled. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We've got so many Hall of Famers on the team, and we've got Andy Reid as our head coach, and we've got the best defensive coordinator of all time, and we've got Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback to ever play the game.
Guys,
we're mad because we're like barely skinning by. Yes, we are, because this team is better than this.
Well, I'm just going to tell each and every one of you watching right now, whether you're watching on X or Facebook or on YouTube, bend over, get your asses ready for the smoke that's about to be blown by all the Chiefs content creators and the Chiefs freaking talking heads and the Chiefs Twitter people. A win's a win. And
we're spoiled.
Yeah, we're spoiled. You shouldn't be mad that we won the game that way. Just shut up. All of y'all shut up.
Quit telling people how to feel. Look, if people want to be pissed off that we didn't win by 50 points, let them be. If you want to be happy that we won by 2, then go throw a freaking parade, okay?
Mike, if you be extra positive and you make people feel good, they might give you their paychecks.
Yeah, that's what we've learned.
That's what
I'm not doing it. Look, I'm not doing it. I would rather be poor and have everybody in the comment section hate me and not want to watch my channel than me be a sellout. But I'm going to tell you what it is.
Bro.
This team does not look like a good football team right now. I'm sorry, but they're not getting it together. And look, do I think they will get there? Yes. I keep holding out hope that they're going to get there. But it looks bad. And I'm tired of them looking bad on these big games where everybody just gets to come at us and hate on us.
Well, here's something I want to talk about for a second.
Oh, hell. Here we go.
Just a second. Let me get this real quick. I don't want to say the wrong stuff.
What are we doing?
Okay, so last week and this week, we have played the Carolina Panthers, who are 3-8.
See, Panthers, great team. Great
this
football
week,
team.
we played the Raiders, who were 2-9. Okay,
excellent football
team.
A
combined record of 5-17, and we won by a combined total of 5. Like, what in the living? And we're the best team in football.
A win's a win. A win's a win.
Hey, Mike, you know what it is? Everybody plays their best game against Chile. Give them the best shot. Because, Aiden O'Connell, he just doesn't try against everybody else. He looks like a Pro Bowler against the Chiefs because he's actually trying. Aiden O'Connell's good, bro. Flapjack with the 2 says need a new TV. Ugh.
Did you break it?
I
told Steve during the game, I said, Flapjack's probably having a fit, dude.
He's about to break the TV.
I said, Flapjack, look, I think it was Flapjack. Was it Flapjack that tweeted me once, and you said a couple weeks ago, something about Mahomes' arm strength doesn't look as good. And then I seen one today that Mahomes almost put in the dirt, and I was like, I bet Flapjack's losing it.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, we got a question from Dylan here real quick. He says, can you please answer this question? Playing like this, do you honestly think we can three-peat? I don't think so, but go Chiefs. Good Lord, we have a lot to fix.
I'm not writing it off yet because we looked bad last year, too, at certain times. And we looked pretty bleak last year. Like, I honestly thought Brett Veach had screwed the pooch just beyond when they come back at the trade deadline and give us McCole Hardman.
Well, here's the thing, man.
I mean,
they
have like what, 4 catches on the year after that?
They have the roster. They have the talent. They have the Hall of Famers.
To me, it's something to do with the
GOATs.
coaching.
Like, it's there. It's all there. So I think, you're going to have to have a little faith. They're testing our faith.
Here's one I want to throw out to everybody.
That's what they're doing.
Do you remember last year when, the wide receivers became an issue and why can't they develop and it's Connor Embry. He sucks. Why are we not putting that same energy into Andy Heck? Because we've got 2 offensive linemen playing the left side that absolutely flat out stink.
Preach, brother.
Like, Andy Heck hasn't been able to develop a second-round player.
Hey, and guess what? The receivers have been damn good this year, and no one said, hey, Connor Embry, you're doing a good job this year.
No. So, look, I think all the hate's got to go to Andy Heck because they can't figure out how in the world to develop a left tackle. They can't develop any of the players. They can't even fix Jawan Taylor. He's making $80 million, and they can't even teach that guy how to line up.
That's rough, brother. That's rough. We got the man, the myth, the legend,
Cobra
Kai Ty in the house, baby, with the 20 bomb. Let's go, Ty. He says, reminds me of the game Tua fumbled the ball at the end. We need Humphrey in right effing now, baby. Right effing now. I'm right there with you. He says, shaking my damn head. Can't stay long.
He's working on
clogged drains. Much love, Chiefs
Is that a
fan.
sexual
Appreciate you,
innuendo
Ty.
there, Cobra Kai? Is he unclogging the drain,
Did you take some blue chew during the game?
He's blue chewed up.
So
He's
you
about
could
to
take out the
unclog
frustration and the
drain,
rage.
ladies and gents.
Is that what
Look,
happened?
Get the snake out. Snake the hole. What do you call it when they shove that snake in the drain and unclog it? You know, he's got the snake out. He's unclogging it.
Appreciate the 20.
I agree, Ty. Like, how weird is it? Like, the Raiders should have won today. I'm sorry, but they should have won. They should have kicked the field goal at the end. Even though that field goal kicker sucked. He probably could have missed it.
You have to be a special kind of dumbass.
How many more lucky games are we going to win at the end by something stupid?
Luck will run out.
What's next?
Luck will run out. That's something that people should try to
and I don't want
remember.
that to happen. I'd rather it just be good.
You don't want that to happen at the wrong time when it's one and done.
You know, they do say lucky's better than good, Steve.
That's what they say. Appreciate the 20, Ty. Y'all show some love to him in the chat. And Greg Goodwin with another 2 bomb says, real fans know we suck. You guys
Real
keep
fans
it
know we
real."
suck. Well, I mean, I don't say I think as a full team, we do not suck. For some reason, though, in the past few games, yes, we've sucked. And there's something not like clicking. I told Steve today, I was like, Steve, when's the last time you seen anybody on our team look like they're having any fun playing the game of football? They look like they're all being tortured and coerced to be playing on the field. Like, this was a fun Black Friday game at home in front of your home crowd. And we
in front of the world, man. No other game on TV today. You're on national stage.
I seen in the one clip of Taylor Swift, she give the first down. She gave the Kelsey.
She had more energy than the players.
She had more energy than the whole players. So maybe we did.
But you know
put her
what?
On the field today.
That 5 seconds she's on TV ruined my day. I was like, I'm just trying to watch football, but they're just showing a Taylor Swift concert. What are they doing?
What are we doing?
Appreciate that, Greg. The 5 bomb from Baca says Andy Reid called a horrible game. I'm pissed, guys.
Steve, this is 2 weeks in a row where the offense I thought last week the offense looked okay. The week before, the offense looked lost. So we've had 2 out of 3 weeks where the offense just looks like there's no rhythm.
Well, it's like a multitude of things. I don't think it's one thing. Like it was very apparent today that it's a bunch of different things that make the offense struggle.
Shout out D-Hop today, though. Besides that one bad miss,
where
he just kind of dropped. But
you know
he
what?
had a good game.
If you can catch a ball with your fingertips with your alien hands
Dude,
that Mahomes shouldn't have overthrown, okay, I don't care that you dropped one ball. But here's the thing, man. There's a lot of different things kind of culminated to make this offense struggle. A, the game plan sucked. B, the play calling sucked. The adjustment sucked. C, Patrick Mahomes missed so many wide open passes. It's a head scratcher.
Dude, he missed
and I'm not talking,
on one over on the
I'm not talking about it being
too.
like a little bit bad, like thrown behind somebody. No, they were just purely crap, like uncatchable garbage. And I don't know what the disconnect is with him right now with that.
What
His
was the deal with him and Kelsey on that touchdown?
Cheeks.
Kelsey
they're not on the same page either.
Weirdly, that was odd, wasn't it?
That's what I was getting to next. Him and Kelsey are not on the same page, and we've been Chiefs fans for 30 years, right? 30 years. And what's the most sure thing in the entire time of being a Chiefs fan was the Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelsey connection.
Oh, I thought you were going to say blowing it in the playoffs.
No, the Patrick
that
Mahomes
was pre
to Travis
Reid,
Kelsey
right?
connection. Okay? And guess what? They're not on the same page right now, and that's scary. That's weird.
It is. It's pretty wild. I just feel like everything's a little out of sync. And again, to me, it comes back to coaching.
Mike, we need to get it in sync, baby. In sync, like Justin Timberlake.
It just feels
And
like coaching a little bit. Like
Joey Fatone.
What do you want? Let me rage. Coaching's got to get better. Offensive line coaching's got to get better. Just everything's got to go. Andy's got to call a better game. I'm tired. We got in the red zone again today, and he goes shovel pass. Mahomes overthrows D-Hop, sack. If that's not been the story of our offense all year, that was a perfectly executed red zone offense, according to the Chiefs.
Man,
a shovel pass, an overthrow, and a sack.
Look,
That-
I just want. Look,
they ran that to perfection.
I'm going to get back to the chat because we got a couple things to get to.
Chat.
But real quick, I want to bring one thing up. Just one thing up. What's more frustrating? And be honest with me.
Yeah.
Back in like 2008, when you had Ricky Stanzi and Tyler Palco,
Bring up Big Rick.
and Todd Haley, and your team just sucked ass, and they got out there and they lost
Croyle
every
action.
week, right? They lost every week except for like 2.
Little Damon Heward.
But what's more frustrating, watching a bad team lose or watching the best team in the league struggle so damn bad
Right.
they can barely
I know
win
the
games
Chiefs-
and have
look,
to win by luck?
yeah,
That's
we
more
didn't-
frustrating to me.
We didn't win games back then. And it sucked. But it's because your players sucked ass. Okay? Your coaches
like,
sucked.
you
Everybody
knew,
sucked.
Like they
We-
should lose.
Yeah, we were just a bottom of the barrel franchise. Now you've got the best of the best all the way across the board. And we're told we have to take this 1 point, 2 point win over the worst teams in the league or you're spoiled? What are you talking about?
And that's the thing about it. Like, literally, we won by a field goal against Carolina Panthers. We turn around, we won because the Raiders are dumb.
Yeah. We won because the Raiders are dumb. That was it.
They're so damn bad. We won accidentally.
Steve, how bad was the referees this game? They caused us a 10-second runoff. That rule's got to be changed.
That's the dumbest thing. If they screwed it up, why are they running 10 seconds
That's
off
what
the
I'm
clock?
saying. It's your own mess up, and we lose 10 seconds, you idiot.
And speaking of, Richie, been a member for 9 months, says I'm tired of the 10-second runoff when it was the ref's fault. 100%.
Richie's here.
100 freaking percent. That's the craziest
That was
thing.
stupid. I hate that rule.
Even Richard Sherman's dumbass was mad about it at halftime, and he's a slap.
That rule's got to go. Fumbling the ball through the end zone, that rule's
Yeah,
probably got to
that
go
one
too. I think those are
stinks.
the 2 worst rules in football. And then a third worst rule in football, in my opinion, is this new roughing the passer crap because it's not consistent. It's not consistent.
Yeah.
So just
Don't
certain
love
things
it.
like that. Anytime that officials got to think on their own, they can't pull it off.
Right, we got a 10 bomb from Gamer Player. He says, just sharing my 3 parlay wins today. Go Raiders Center. I hear Hollywood's back December 8th. Talk to me. 3 parlay wins? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
If you're winning, we're all winning. Good for you. Hey, round of applause for Gamer
Round of
Player.
applause. I mean, come on. We got to look for any wins we can get today.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Round of applause for the Raiders Center. Just being a slap nut.
Powers Johnson, good job.
Let's go, man. All right. Anyway, Hollywood back on the 8th of December. I've heard Hollywood back in December too. I don't know if there's anything to it though. Like I really don't know. There's no solid source.
He was catching balls one-handed from his knee.
That means he can play right now.
I don't know what
right?
that means, but daggone. You know,
I don't
how
know,
scary
man.
would
I
we have
don't know,
been if we would have
Gamer
got
Player.
to have Hollywood all year?
And still got D-Hop?
And maybe Rasheed. Well, if Rasheed Rice had not been injured, if Mahomes would have took out his frustration on his kneecap, we would have probably not had our boy D Hop.
Well, here's the thing. And Rasheed Rice was an absolute monster before he went out. But here's the thing.
He's still our leading receiver, I think.
Xavier Worthy, he's very good for a rookie. He has his moments. He makes his mistakes, but he's been good. Hollywood Brown's a good receiver, right? But we didn't really get to see any of him. DeAndre Hopkins, when he's on the field, you can tell that he is a different freaking level of receiver.
He's nasty, dude.
Than anything the Chiefs have had. Like we've never had a guy like that. And it's amazing to me that he's out there, and we are using him some. But I think Patrick Mahomes learned a lot today. If he had his eyes open, just throw the ball to that man.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. When all else fails, throw it towards D-Hop because he's going to catch it 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's insane. He's just a completely different level.
Look, Wanye, as bad as he was today,
Who?
his stats, Wanye Morris, his stats are official today. Here was his official stats. PFF grade, pass blocking, 34.2. 34.2. I could have done that, ladies and gentlemen. I could have scored
Round of
that.
applause for Wanye, baby.
That is by far the lowest score of the year. His previous lowest score was a 43 back versus San Francisco in week 7, by the way. His offensive score today, Steve, this is a doozy. 28.4. Give it up. 28.4.
You know what, Mike?
Wanye, 7 pressures. 7 pressures, 2 sacks today.
I wouldn't even talk a lot of trash about Wanye Morris getting beat by Max Crosby. I wouldn't even do that to him. But the fact that there's just a piss poor effort and then just smiling on the sideline, I don't care.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because
You know what I'm saying?
last
Like,
week
I don't
versus
care.
Carolina,
Your ass cheeks.
they go out and they get DJ Humphries, and then we play Carolina. He puts up a 56 pass blocking grade and a 50 offensive grade. 4 pressures, a sack, 2 hits, and a hurry. He follows it up the next week with a 34 and a 28. 7 pressures, 4 hurries, a hit, and 2 sacks. He's now allowed 32 pressures on the year, 6 sacks. Jawan Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, not to be outdone, 27 pressures, and he has also tied for the team sack total. He's given up 6 sacks. He's given up 5 sacks in the past 4 games. So good job, Jawan Taylor. You've done a hell of a job, baby.
Let's go.
$80 million. Take it to the bank. I don't know who stole more money in life, him or
Marquez Valdes-Scantling or Casey.
Oh,
what's his name?
put Scantling in there too.
Chiefs-aholic.
Chiefs-aholic.
Well, okay.
Is Jawan Taylor going to be the next great Amazon Prime documentary of how they robbed the Chiefs?
So look, Mike, we gave a couple sarcastic round of applause. We gave some real ones. But I think there's only one more thing that we can give a real round of applause to today.
What?
Mr. Noah Gray, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Noah Gray. I don't know who the bald slapnut was telling you guys for the last 2 years. There's a lot more to Noah Gray than you know about. He's going to be good.
Look, Steve,
just wait until he gets his chances.
We said give Sky Moore a chance. Look, he kind of stunk. Okay? Like, he just didn't want to take it.
He has the same. I feel like he has the same attitude as Wanya.
Right. We said draft Kingsley. We think Kingsley could be pretty good. And then he kind of stunk. He wasn't ready. But, I mean, we said it's a long-term play, not a short-term. But we'll take the L on that too, I guess.
I still think he'll be fine if
but
they would
Noah
give him a
Gray,
shot.
we take the dub on Noah Gray.
Oh, yeah.
A big fat dub on Noah
Oh,
Gray.
yeah.
Fat dub.
Noah Gray's a beast, bro. I mean, he is potentially one of our best pieces right now.
Is Noah Gray the best player on our team right now?
He's one of them.
That's a serious conversation to be had.
He's one of them. He's good. He's real good. I like what I'm seeing.
Let's see what our DBs did today. Let's see, since it's all
Let's
up.
go look at it. Well, Mike, while you're going to look for that, I just want to tell everybody I appreciate you guys being here. All jokes aside, Chiefs are 11-1. So the same speech you get every week. You're probably happy. The Chiefs are 11-1, the best team in the NFL record-wise. We're in a good spot. Going to get that 1 seed if we keep rolling. And then hopefully hit our peak, hit our stride at the playoff run, and win this three-peat. But appreciate you all being here. Please hit the like button for us if you're here on YouTube. It just takes a second. If you're on Facebook, hit the like button. Share this out to your friends. If you're on X, repost this out to your followers. Get the word out about All Chiefed Up, baby. We appreciate you guys. But, Mike, what about these DBs? Because I feel like Josh Williams had himself a game.
I'm going to go through it. I'm going to look at everybody. So the first one
I think he played pretty solid.
First one we'll look at was Big Trent, the Warden. A lot of people are down on Trent, man. I don't want to throw K. Wayne under the bus, but K. Wayne's been hating on Trent lately. He says Trent's looking bad.
And look, K. Wayne's just as frustrated as everybody about this team, bro.
Well, here's the thing. Trent McDuffie, since week 9, has now have 1 game rated over a 55 in coverage. His last 4 games has been a 54, 53, 55, and today a 50. And then versus Buffalo, he had a 77.9 thrown in there. So he's had a pretty struggle bus 5 weeks. So, yeah, he's looked pretty bad. But I don't know what that is. And honestly, I'm going to tell you what that is. The pass rush wasn't getting home, and Spags he's defiantly not playing the right corner. He's the CB2. He's defiantly not playing the right CB2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but he's wrong. He's wrong. I'm right. You're wrong, Spags. I'm sorry. I'll debate you any day. I'll debate you any day of the week, Spags.
You might be a Hall of Famer, but I'm right. You're wrong.
But I'm a Hall of Famer, know-it-all, pocket
armchair
Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah,
I'm the Hall of Famer armchair. Look, Las Vegas Raiders today, McDuff give up 3 catches on 3 targets. So he allowed 100% reception rate for 39 yards, but he did not allow a touchdown today. So I thought McDuffie played a decent game. I'll give him a decent game. His score was rated low.
There's a couple plays that were a little iffy.
Okay, so let's look at Najee. What did Najee do today? He had 8 coverages, and he gave up 1 target, 1 reception for 43 yards. He just got completely burned right off the rip, and he puts up a nice coverage grade of a 48.4. So then the Chiefs said, you know what? We're going to bring in Keith Taylor. And I'm sure everybody here is a Keith Taylor fan. This cat here almost
Is he a country music singer?
I mean, maybe.
That's what it sounds like.
Let's see what he did. Because I seen Keith Taylor on the field before I seen Joshua Williams, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so he only come in for 2 snaps. And on 2 snaps, he actually scored a coverage grade of a 62. Not too bad, my boy. He lined up both outside, and he allowed 0 looks, 0 targets, zeros. Okay, he didn't play long enough to have anything, but you know what? I'll give it to him. Josh played 32 coverage snaps today, and Josh was our highest rated defender. Give it to him, 72.2 coverage grade and a 75 defensive grade. Josh allowed 2 targets, 0 receptions, blanked them, 0 yards, 0 TDs, and he had a pass breakup. And back-to-back, Steve, back-to-back versus Denver and Vegas was the last 2 times he played. He allowed 39.6 NFL QB ratings to the quarterback. 39.6. That's the best on the team right there, ladies and gents. So Josh Williams is coming into a stride here. Steve, I think Josh Williams just kind of got shit on. Let's just put it that way. I don't understand why everybody hated him so bad.
Even Spags pooped on him, bro.
And look, I seen some guys say, well, he misses a lot of tackles. He's missed 3 on the season. Chamari Connor's missed like 17.
Yeah. Did we shout out Enrique? Member for 13 months now.
Enrique,
the legend, Enrique.
I'll give Enrique.
Let's go. He said a horrible game. Offense stalled at the end. We should have lost. Much love to the ACU fam. They should have ran away with this game in the second half the same way they should have done against Carolina last week, but they can't close a game. They can't do it. That's something they got to work on. Callie Cash with the 5 bomb says, if Trent Williams is available next year, I'm throwing the checkbook at him if I'm Veach. What do you think, Mike?
He is getting kind of old, though.
He is. He's getting up there a little bit. But you know what?
But I would take, man.
I would take a Pat ball. I would even take a Meemaw right now if they could block better than Wanye Morris. I mean, good Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you something today. All across the board, the number 1 coverage guy on our team at corner and safety was Josh Williams today. 72.2. Jaden Hicks actually scored number 2. 16 coverage snaps. And he allowed 1 catch for 7 yards. Pretty good there, Jaden. 65.1. The next highest guy on the board was Brian Cook, which is odd. Then Justin Reed. Dude, Justin Reed got torched today up the sideline.
Yeah, he tripped too.
Yeah, he kind of tripped, but not too good.
He's still laying the wood, though. He's still making good hits. That's what I want from my safety.
Take that 158-yard play away where he tripped. But to be honest, that was a great call by the Raiders, getting him in motion and putting him man-to-man on that safety. And, Steve, I've been saying this for 3 weeks. Spags is doing something where he's refusing to play certain players, and it's causing our safeties to line up on...
to get in bad positions.
Yes, absolutely. And they're having to play man-to-man. And what happened? Justin Reed lines up on their fastest player, trips over his shoestring, and gives up a 58-yard touchdown. But other than that, he only allowed 2 catches on 5 targets. So not too bad if you take that away. He's 1 for 4 again. So Keith Taylor scored actually higher than Trent McDuffie. Trent McDuffie was 11th out of 13.
Well, I mean, if you only play 2 plays and nothing happens.
Dead last today was not Najee Johnson. It was Chamari Connor, who has now had 4 straight bad games in a row.
That poor boy got roasted today.
Chamari gave up a QBR today of a 158.3. That is perfect.
Chamari, you know what? I love him.
86 yards.
I actually love Chamari Connor. I think there's a lot of promise with that
like him
kid.
too, but he's not a 1v1 corner.
Yeah,
so quit trying it.
I don't think that's his game. Appreciate the 5, Callie. Gamer player with another 10 bomb, sharing the wealth of his parlays, baby. We appreciate you, brother. He says, Noah Gray game ball. Bowers, though, that man is no joke. Hey, I feel like Humphreys will make a huge difference when he gets in. So don't get too down, y'all. It'll happen. Noah Gray game ball, Mike. You give Noah Gray the game ball? Who you giving the game ball to?
Who do you give a game ball to? After this, I think I give the game ball to Austin Powers Johnson, the center for the Raiders. I think he probably gets our game ball, ladies and gents.
I like it.
Look, Noah had a pretty good game. I give it Noah probably, yeah.
I'll go Chris Jones. He finally got some sacks.
Chris Jones has a defensive game ball. I'll say that. But dude,
offense
it was ugly though.
What do you do with the offense?
Dude, I don't even know what the stats. Did Kelsey do anything today?
You know what amazes
7 catches,
me?
68 yards.
You know what
that
sucks?
was a quiet 68 yards.
Mahomes can Yeah, he was getting hit a couple times, and his feet's not exactly set.
No, I'm going to give it to D-Hop.
Yeah, D-Hop had a game.
I think D-Hop. D-Hop had 4 catches, 90 yards, and a 34-yard catch. He did drop that one, though. That kind of pissed me off a little bit, D.
Whatever. You're allowed to one every once in a while.
Mahomes broke the 300 mark.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
And he had 0 picks today, so that's
Isn't it wild that Mahomes, I understand he doesn't get his feet set every time, he's getting hit a lot. But how do you miss so many of them wide open throws? There was a touchdown that D-Hop he missed, obviously. He missed Xavier Worthy by a mile on a wide open route. Some other bad throws, but hold on. He throws a touchdown pass, a no-look touchdown pass to Justin Watson on a dime.
Yeah, that little flopper.
Without even looking.
Wild, dude.
So it's how do you do that, but you can't just throw to the wide open guy? It amazes me.
Steve, if you take the sacks off the board, he had 5. If you take all the drops off the board, if you take everything off the board, get him in a clean pocket, take away everything, do you know what Mahomes' QBR was today?
I'll go 101.
No, a 46.
Nuh-uh.
That's how bad Mahomes looks.
Was it really that bad?
When he has time to throw?
I thought it was going to be good.
Mahomes is struggling.
I thought it was going to be good.
Dude, he's struggling this year. There's all there is to it. We seen it. He missed Worthy on a few. He missed, I don't know. He missed D-Hop in the back.
Struggling with it.
Fully struggling. A 45 was his QBR.
Struggling with it.
That.
He's struggling.
Struggling with it.
I'm guessing, though, if you get the offensive line short up, he's going to get better.
Dude, he's obviously pissed and been frustrated.
He's frustrated and pissed, but
does that show you that maybe that's what's been bothering him for weeks now, and he just hasn't said it? He finally had enough, hit his boiling point?
Well, look, here's what I'll say. There's something to a quarterback not throwing your team under the bus. Patrick Mahomes is never going to do that.
No, but eventually.
But behind closed doors or through a text or whatever it is, if I'm making $500 million and I'm the face of the franchise and you're
making me look
frickin'
bad
city after me,
right?
I'm going to text you over and over and be like, fix my left tackle, because if you get me killed, I'm going to quit. I'm going to retire early. You've got to say something.
I'll pull Aaron Rodgers on your ass.
Look, you can't always be so noble. Speak up a little bit for yourself. You're making $500 million.
Mike Jacob with the 2 bomb says only running 6 times in the second half is unacceptable.
Another coaching blunder.
Conditions.
Another coaching blunder. They had 14 carries for the entire
This is
game.
after Andy Reid said should have ran the ball some more, probably.
Yeah, he said that last week.
Come on, Andy.
If this doesn't prove that they just have a scripted, you want to talk about the NFL scripted? No, but what's scripted is their post-game pressers. That's scripted.
Andy, do you think cheeseburgers cause amnesia?
That's
he just
something
forgot.
that needs to be studied.
We just forgot last week that this was a problem. Appreciate the 2, Jacob. Silver Witness with the 5 bomb says, I'm not happy about this win. I sincerely hope the players at least feel like they lost. I'll stop right there for 1 second. I thought they felt like they lost against Carolina. Everybody was pouting.
They were pouting in the locker room last week, and Andy's like, heads up, guys. It's hard to win in this league. Even though I don't play certain players because we want to hold draft picks. I don't play certain plays because we're holding off to the playoffs.
Do you think that's what it is?
All this.
I figured it out. Andy has a fake playbook. We know this. He doesn't run his real plays to the playoffs. The team's just practicing in the regular season. They're not really trying. They're trying to. They're not wanting to show their hand. But I think today I finally figured it out. They're putting doppelgangers on the field. There's been so many injuries. They're getting lookalikes to put on the field to preserve injuries.
What I hate worse, the cope crowd that just can't cope with just saying the team's bad and just coping with it rather than making all the excuses, or the crowd that wants to hate on the crowd and say that they're spoiled. You're spoiled.
They're all the same. They're one and the same, right?
Get over it. You're not a better fan than nobody else because you celebrate like you won the Super Bowl on a 1-point win.
Right. Silver Witness, they did not deserve to win this game today. Figure it out. 100%.
You're a real one, bro. Because guess what? Anybody that wants to hold this team accountable, and why shouldn't you, Steve? You've got Hall of Famers everywhere. And we're supposed to lose to Aiden O'Connell at home on Black Friday.
Rage, Michael. Let the hate out, brother. Let the hate out. This has been an entire post-game stream of letting the hate out, baby.
Let the hate flow. You got to do something.
Somebody else that's a real one right here. Damo with the 5 bomb. He says Josh
baby.
Williams is good, just like you guys have been saying. He is bigger and just all around better matchup for us. 100%.
I mean, is he going to get beat? Yes, he's going to get beat. Every corner in this league gets beat. Is he going to miss tackles? 100%. Everybody misses tackles.
There was a guy by the name of L'Jarius Sneed that let up more catches than anybody in the league and had the second most penalties of anybody in the league.
And led the team
everyone
in
loved
missed tackles
him
every single season.
Everybody loved him. So, I mean.
Steve, led the team in missed tackles every year. Wasn't even close.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, they've got to give Josh Williams some more snaps. Just let him work. Let him get better. Let him get out there. He's going to be good. He's going to be fine. He's got all the intangibles, right? I appreciate the 5 Damo. Silver Witness with another 5 bomb. Says not happy about this win. Once again, he said, I'm not happy about this. Silver Witness is not happy.
He's not having it.
And we're not either. He says, I hope the players at least feel like they lost. I think he accidentally did this twice. So shout out to you for the 10 bomb total. But yeah, absolutely. Are we trying to win a Super Bowl or what? This is the new part. I thought everybody was pretty pumped about the 3-peat, like making history. I thought, but I'm not seeing.
I think that they are. Do you feel like it's maybe just? You think it's some? I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think Patrick Mahomes is just having a bad year. Okay, I think it looks worse. It looks worse at times because his offensive line's just been garbage. Okay, now I think a lot of that's coaching. They're making bad decisions. Like that, you should have swapped Wanye out. If you can't swap him out with somebody on the team, then you should have made a move quicker, right? Go get somebody.
I mean, as bad as Wanye's been playing, either put Kingsley in, put in Ethan Driscoll,
at this
do
point,
anything.
Steve, in week 5, I don't care if David Bakhtiari had to play with crutches on. He's probably better than what we
with
had.
a bag of Cheetos under his arm. He can eat them while he plays.
The dude could have been 700 pounds and had 2 leg braces, and he's better than Wanye.
Yeah.
You had plenty of options to go out and try to fix it.
Shout out Bearson.
Some of the coaching.
Shout out Bearson here. He says, I'm no expert, but doesn't running the ball help struggling O-line against the screaming edge rush?
Dude, designed screen passes, delayed, halfback draws. Steve, I was begging
What
for
do
that
you
all
know,
day.
Bearson? Are you a Hall of Fame coach like Andy Reid?
Right. We're not allowed to say anything like this because we haven't won multiple Super Bowls. But, Bearson, you're right.
No,
everybody knows that. Steve, I was saying that to you today. I was like, so much for these tackles just being left on an island. Dude, Wanye was still being left on an island all day today with Max Crosby. No help.
Yeah.
How does this not get fixed in the coaching? How do they not look at that?
Mike, not only did Max Crosby make him look like a fool, but Clavon Chason roasted him all day.
Sucks ass. I think he got his first ever sack in the NFL today.
Mike, he roasted Wanye. It was bad, dude. Bad.
Wanye was the Thanksgiving turkey.
He was, man.
He was dried out by the end of the day. That's how bad he got roasted.
Something happened. Jacob with the 2 bomb says, is the 3-peat putting too much pressure on the players?
I'm wondering, Jacob. I kind of am wondering that. Are they like? It feels like they're not having fun playing. It feels like they're trying too hard, right? That's what I was kind of going to say.
But here's the thing. I get it. I get what you're saying, Jacob, and I get what you're saying, Mike. But at the same time, it's like they're 11-1. They're in the driver's seat to get the 1 seed. Like, this pressure shouldn't be on right now. But the pressure shouldn't be on right now.
Right. But they're
like,
11-1.
If they get to the playoffs and shit the bed, then you could be like, was it the pressure too much? Trying to get the 3-peat. But right now, in the regular season, when you're in the driver's seat, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, essentially, right now.
Look,
like,
they've locked up a playoff spot. That's in the bag. You locked it up today, right?
I just
with
don't
the
see how
loss with Miami and today's win, it's a given you're in the playoffs.
I don't think
so.
That's
how about
it,
from here on out,
maybe.
Steve? How about they just loosen up and play football? Like, win or lose, who cares? For the rest of the year, how about we just start having more fun, start throwing the ball around the field, try to figure out our problems, and just try things. Because I thought that's what we did anyway. I thought it was just a big audition until we got to the playoffs, right? So why ain't we doing it? Why are we sticking with the same old?
I saw somebody in the chat say just something I just wanted to bring up. I can't find it, but they literally said, I just want to see good football. And let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves as Chiefs fans. There was someone on X today, I don't remember who it was, or I'd shout them out, but they literally said that they have no fun watching this football team anymore. It's literally a headache to watch this team. And I don't think, as a Chiefs fan, if you guys want to be fake, that's cool. But I think the real Chiefs fans out there would agree with that sentiment. These games have not been fun to watch. They are a headache. You're scratching your head the whole game.
It's torture trying to watch this game and not
It really
wanting
is.
to cry.
Like, Mike, I've never in my life just been so bored at Chiefs games that I'll wander off to do something else. And literally today I started playing a game of chess in the second quarter with you. It's that bad. It's that bad, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the Raiders.
And we don't have to be fake. We don't have to be fake.
It was a struggle.
We don't have to be fake and act like it's great because it's not. I mean, it's awesome that we're 11-1. It's awesome we're going for a three-peat. But this has been horrendous to watch. It's not good.
Yeah. Look, it's just you expect more. I think as a Chief fan, I think what it is that we expect more.
You're just disappointed in them, right? You're like the parents.
Right. You're
not mad,
more.
you're just disappointed.
I've got a $500 million quarterback. I expect something out of him. I've got a right tackle that made $80 million. I would expect you to know how to line up by now.
Right, no kidding. Steve-O, the legend with the 2-bomb, says they pay that traitor Wanye Judas Iscariot.
They don't pay him much. I'll give him that. He's still working on a rookie contract. That's why I feel like he struggled. But, dude, I feel like Jawan Taylor giving up just as many sacks through this many games and making $80 million is highway robbery.
Hey, let's be real right now. What was Wanye's play worth today in a wage terms? Is he much more than minimum wage, or is he like a $30 an hour worker maybe?
He's protected a $500 million asset. He got him hit twice. I'm going to say he probably made about $29 an hour. That's about max is all I could give him.
We can go 30 tops.
So he probably made right at about $100, and we'll tax that. And these tax rates are not kind, ladies and gents. He's going to make about $70 for the day.
Once he puts a little bit of that, like 4% into his 401k and pays his child support, he's not going to have much left.
I don't think he's got kids that we know about.
That we know of.
You just assume he's paying child support?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's a pro athlete? Okay, this is wild.
TJ, you probably could beat me at chess. I was kind of distracted. Mike beats me every time. It's cheating. But, yeah, man, that's just kind of where I'm at with it. We decided game balls already. We said Chris Jones on defense. Offense could go to either D-Hop, Noah Gray, something like that. Just overall.
I like how Ray throws this out at 8:18. I just now seen it. It's been almost an hour. He's like, Mike's going to go off today. I did have a little bit of a problem today, but, Steve, I think my biggest thing as a coach is just across the board. I'm just sad that this team is not playing up to expectations. Look, they look unbothered by playing. They don't look fired up. They're making stupid mental mistakes this late in the year. This is on Andy. You can't have an undisciplined team like this late in the year. Like, seriously, right. Jawan Taylor still has not figured out how to line up. Like, it's still $80 million.
80.
We're just screwing around, playing musical chairs with our left tackle over here with Wanye and Kingsley, and they're both just not ready to play it. So what are you doing? Like, we could have solved this. Spags has to stop messing around. Like, quit goofing around. You've got a big, tall, physical corner. Is he going to miss a tackle here and there? Is he going to let up something here and there?
Hey,
probably.
Spags, stop playing with your dinghy.
Yeah, come on. Just commit to it. Quit putting these stupid safeties.
We know what you can do. We know that you're the greatest of all time, Spags. Morgan with the 2-bomb says we just need to pay the refs more.
I agree. Look, I think our check bounced.
It must have. They paid it all to Wanye.
They were like, we were going to pay the refs, but Wanye got a heck of a sum this week.
Yeah. Man, double whammy there. Appreciate the 2, Morgan, and then Gamer Player.
Steve, I'm glad, before you get to Gamer Player, I'm glad. I've seen in the chat a few people out here saying we're glad to see Josh Williams out there today. I'm glad there's a little Josh Williams love finally. Applause to the people coming around.
Well, I mean, dude, he's just got all the intangibles.
We can't be too high on him, though, because we'll give him that curse. We'll give him the ACU curse.
That's the thing, too. It just takes one pass for everybody to be like, we told you he sucked. Yeah. Either way, Gamer Player with a 10-bomb here says Metallica got a little soft when they got rich and good looking. Are the Chiefs rich and good looking? Mike, what do you think? He says when you reach the top, is the motivation less to stay on top? I think we're playing Saint Anger.
Oh, no.
Well, okay. Well, I'll give you this, Gamer Player.
Steve, did you like Saint Anger?
Well, that's what I was getting to.
Oh, God, he liked it.
Meh. Here's what I'm getting to, though. Here's the way I would compare it. I think maybe if this is the case, Gamer Player, the Chiefs are in their load reload era. Ooh. Like they're making the more toned down, tame, radio friendly, barely getting by. People still like you because you're Metallica, but you're not doing anything groundbreaking.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that what you desire.
Right, you're doing that. But then,
that's what you're
here's the
right
thing.
now.
At least with Saint Anger, they tried to get back to their roots. They tried to be a little crazy, a little harder, a little thrashier, right? And maybe the Chiefs need to do that. They need to get back to that. Even if the snare drum sounds like asshole and sounds like a coffee can, they still tried. So it doesn't have to be perfect, Mike, but don't the Chiefs need to get back to that original, just we want to come out and beat your ass?
That's what I say. Let's just have fun.
I'll take a Saint Anger right now.
You've locked up the playoffs. How about we just go out and try to look like the Chiefs a little bit? Patrick, don't worry about throwing picks anymore. You've already threw an ungodly amount. Okay? If you throw 26 more, who cares? It don't hurt you. You're still in the playoffs. And by the way, all you got to do is get to the playoffs because that's what we play for anyway, according to 99.9% of our fan base. That's all we're worried about. So, who cares? How about we just go out and have fun, sling it around the yard, see if we can get the chemistry right with Xavier Worthy, see if we can get all this offensive line figured out. You know what? Bench Jawan Taylor. How about put DJ Humphries in at left tackle and let Kingsley go to right, see if he can play right tackle for a week. Let Jawan Taylor know that his $80 million ass needs to get it together. How about that? Let's just start making people fear a little bit for their job. Tell Andy Heck that he don't get to come to team meetings tomorrow if he don't figure it out.
Mike, TJ thinks you're running out of gas a little bit, so he said, seriously, the best Chiefs podcast out there.
I'm out of gas.
Thanks for the gas, TJ. Now Mike can rage for a little while longer. Appreciate it.
I don't want to rage no more, man. I'm tired. And, let's be honest. It's sad, but this is kind of what we've came to expect. Like, I hate that we've got to one of the best teams possibly that Mahomes ever had. And, of course, we're going through all this injury. We've did all this. But, dude, this was a very well put together roster front to back. And we are playing worse than we've played in the Mahomes era right now, probably. I don't know if I've seen another stretch of football this bad.
Do you think this is the worst tackle play that he's had, though?
I mean, statistically,
is this really our big problem? Is it?
Right.
Do we finally see today? Because we've speculated. Everybody speculated for weeks now.
Yeah.
What's causing Mahomes to be a tick off? What's causing the offense to be a tick off? Which is Mahomes not being good. Like, we've been speculating. But when we saw Patrick Mahomes get up from getting sacked today and say, "Get his fat ass off the field. I'm tired of this shit."
He did, dude.
He said, "I'm tired of it. Get his ass off the field." Is that the culmination? Is that where we saw what the problem's been all year long? Is it the tackle play?
Mahomes was all of us. He finally channeled every Chiefs fan. Did anybody scream at Mahomes? I hope everybody that screams at us and says, "Don't rage. You're 11-1." You all better text Mahomes.
He's allowed
Go tweet
to,
Mahomes and tell him, "Why are you so mad at Wanye for? You won. A win's a win." Yeah. No, because he wants to be better and he wants to be great.
Mahomes looked absolutely disgusted when they won that game.
Pissed, dude.
When they won the game, when that snap happened and they got the ball, Mahomes looked like he wanted to throw up that they won the game like that. I'm not going to lie.
I think Mahomes was cheering for the Raiders.
I think he was too, and I don't blame him at that point. Michael Flores, been a member for 6 months now. He says, "Did you see when Wanye Morris was benched? He was over there smiling on the sideline, bitching for the season." I got to
go back and watch this. You're the second guy, Michael, that's brought this up, and I missed it. I was so disgusted I was throwing up somewhere in the corner.
Wanye, my boy, that's a bad look
he's
for
gone.
you. He needs to be. Put his ass on the practice squad. Something.
Dude, I think I would.
I would make a statement. If I
watched that, I wouldn't just yank his ass. I'd put him on the practice. You might see Wanye end up on the IR. Maybe they'll say that knee's bothering him and put him on the IR like they did Kadarius.
Do something. Make him feel dumb for what he's done because he should.
Look,
right?
That's the same kind of learning. They wanted tough love with Kingsley. Well, Wanye's just in his second year. Teach him some tough love. He ain't a veteran at 2 years in.
Right. Mike, do you hear that?
I do. That means the sub train's coming.
Oh, our boy Steve-O, the legend himself. 5 gifted, baby. Growing the ACU crew. Appreciate you, Steve-O.
Steve-O, did you get your painting in the mail that you won, baby? I shipped that out to you. That thing cost me $20 to ship because I paid Christmas rates, ladies and gents. I love when the post office jack it up for Christmas. Love it.
Gotta love it. Appreciate that, Steve-O. If you guys get one of those memberships, make sure to thank them in the chat for helping grow the ACU crew. That's something we want to do, man. We got to do something to build up the crew. We got to get more members going. Speaking of, if you're not a member, you can become a member for just $4.99 a month. You can go to join.allchiefedup.com and sign up, or you can just click the join button if if YouTube likes you enough to have it up there for us, because some people don't have it. But if the join button's there, you can hit that. Become a member. Some little perks here and there. We do the members only live streams. We give away some signed Chiefs memorabilia, some jerseys and whatnot. Go do that. Join and help support the channel. Appreciate you, Steve-O, by the way.
Steve, if DJ Humphries is not ready to go this next week,
just put him in anyway.
Well, that was my question. Do you just think maybe you just go to what you did? Let Tootie play it and put Caliendo in and just go a game like that until DJ can learn it?
Yes.
You don't want to put him out too early and hurt his confidence either. Let's not do that.
So I'll start that with yes. But I'll also back that up with I'm not a fan of having to move Joe Tooney out of his position.
Either, because he's having his
to
best
compensate,
season ever at left guard.
To compensate for some broke-ass lazy play. It's insanity, bro. Like, how do you get drafted to a team that's in the midst of a dynasty? You get handed a left tackle position on a silver platter, which means if you just perform for 3 years, you're getting a payday from hell.
I'm going to tell.
And you don't even care enough to.
I can't say
what
it.
are you doing, Wanye?
I can't say it. I was going to say something, and I think, honestly, 99.9% of people would agree with me. But I do think it would offend a few people. I'm just not going to say it.
Oh, well.
But I think
just whenever we cared about offending people.
think that I know. Let's just look at what Wanye was arrested for in the offseason. Okay. And then say, does that not kind of display what he feels like today?
Oh, Wanye.
Like he's just kind of happy-go-lucky. He's just going to smile and go eat a box of Cheetos when we're done.
I don't know.
Like he's
kind of
got
priorities
that mentality
aren't straight,
to him.
you know?
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like he's just not grown up yet, and that's him. He's just happy-go-lucky. He's going to go smoke a bowl later.
Mike, we got an OG here, Brenda. Brenda's been around since day freaking one.
Brenda Pike.
She's been a member for 16 freaking
Steve,
months.
I want to give Brenda a round of applause.
Let's go. Brenda Pike, everybody. Let's go. She says, appears to me that Taylor or Morris care if they play because they will get paid either way. They don't even care. 100%. I think people are seeing it.
I think Jawan Taylor cares more.
He does, but he's still sucking the last few games. Pretty bad.
Look, did you notice, though, he's getting back to that, like, formation thing. He's got that back to that for the last few weeks. I think it's because, like, today, Max Crosby was in his head.
Well, that
Max
happens.
Crosby is hell to block. And so he was trying to get a big time, any advantage he could today.
Yeah, you're trying to get a leg up there.
So a lot of that was just like Max Crosby. But again, like you said, you can't go out here and destroy Kingsley for his second ever NFL game going up against Trey Hendrickson, and he only let up 4 pressures.
Right.
Like, come on. Jawan Taylor gave up 7 today. So it's like, I get it. He's a good player, but yeah, Jawan Taylor was trying to do anything he could to help himself today, and he got caught a few times. And it is what it is. I guess neither one of those penalties killed a drive, did it? Like in the red zone, at least.
No, but the blocking was ass. I will say that. Appreciate you guys being here, by the way.
Yeah,
do us a favor. Awesome. If you have any questions, go ahead and get those in the chat because we're going to be out of here in just a little bit. But we're going to take a 30-second break real quick so you guys can watch this little commercial, if you will, and go get yourself one of these. Christmas is right around the corner, and we've brought back the popular Merry Chiefsmas sweater and hoodie in the store. Just go to merch.allchiefedup.com and you can use the code ACUSANTA, that's ACUSANTA, and you can get 20% off of everything in the store until the end of the year. So get your hands on those and give some gifts to your family and friends. Go do it, baby. That's an easy way to support the channel right there. Just go get yourself some gear. Go get some Christmas presents.
I seen on the last episode, people come at us and they said, how dare you take Christ out of Christmas?
Come on now.
Steve, that's not what we were trying to do.
Come on now.
We were just having a little bit of fun with Chiefs.
You're taking it too far. You're taking it too far.
Yeah, you're taking it a little too far, okay? Like, come on with that.
Let's not. Let's just not.
Can we do anything? Can we have any fun these days?
No.
Fun police out in full
You can
force.
love Jesus and have fun at the same time, baby. We do it every day.
Yeah, let me tell you about it.
We do it every day around here at All Chiefed Up. Blue Chew and all, baby.
Day.
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 All right, all right, all right. What do we got in the chat here? We got a few more. We got some more questions, Michael. Anything you want to take?
Man, I'm not even really caught up, but this is what I will say. If I had to take away one thing from the defense today, I want to give a shout out to Omenihu. He actually come in today. He made a little bit of a difference, and that's not easy to do coming off of an injury like that. So props to Omenihu. I thought he did good. Chamari was at the top with 7 tackles, and a lot of people said they attributed Najee Johnson. That's what I was hearing, all the Najee Johnson sympathizers. And look, we love Najee. I like Najee as a human. And I know that he's young and this and that. He's only played 4 starts and blah, blah, blah. But Najee struggled, and you could tell that behind closed doors they sensed the struggle. Even though Spags didn't come out and throw him under the bus like we knew he wouldn't. But Chamari led up a lot of tackles, and people were saying Najee, he was one of the most tackler guys over the last few years, or the last few games. Chamari and him are tackling the ball a lot because they are allowing catches. So I don't think that's a good thing for your corners to be having a lot of tackles. Am I right or am I wrong? So they don't need to be up there. Chamari is the one guy that I've been severely disappointed in this year when it comes to defense, and he proved it today, Steve. I just want to take one look at Chamari, because I like Chamari, but they are just putting him in bad situations this year. He has been thrown to, and I just want to say this, and then I'll give it back to you. He's been targeted 48 times this year so far. Through 13 games, he's had 48 targets. Do you know how many receptions he's allowed out of 48?
30.
39.
Good grief, son.
He is allowed 81% reception, 400 yards, and a touchdown with a 91 NFL QBR rating. And then go ahead and add 3 defensive penalties on top of that.
That's
One
crazy.
of them being in the red zone or in the end zone.
Brent, I hope you're trolling here. Come on, brother. Keith Taylor played 2 snaps. 2 snaps and wasn't even targeted. Come on.
Josh Williams played 36 and give up 0 catches.
Get out of here.
Come on, bro.
Get out of here. What do we got? We got a question right here. Hold on. Where'd it go? Dylan says, do y'all think that the problems we have on the offensive line can be fixed? And do you think the defense can turn it around? I'm going to say yes and yes. I'm going to put a lot of hope into DJ Humphries just being he's got to be better than Donovan Smith was last year.
I liked his attitude when he talked at the mic the other day. Like, he sounded very intelligent.
I mean, everybody's been yelling for Donovan Smith back, Mike, and he wasn't very good last year. But he's obviously is not good as he was. He was better than Wanye.
Yeah, he's probably an upgrade. So,
but I think that DJ Humphries can be better than Donovan Smith. So I think yes. I think as long as they get something over there on the left side, I think Jawan Taylor will come back around. I feel like that's a good player having a bad stretch. Like, yeah, he's a slapnut sometimes and gets a lot of penalties, but I mean, as far as blocking goes, normally he's solid. He's having a bad stretch. Wanye's just ass. Like, something's got to happen to left tackle. So I'm gonna give hope to DJ Humphrey and say yes, that they can fix that. And do you think the D can turn it around? I'll also say yes. I think Charles Omenihu coming back today helped everyone get pressure today.
yeah.
And I think that's all it's going to take. All it's going to take for that defense to get back to where it was is putting some pressure on the quarterback.
I think also, too, they're a little tired. I think that you've not seen any long offensive drives in the past few weeks. That we've went away from that. We've not had any 10-minute drives or I don't know.
It's brutal, Michael.
I think they'll get it together. I really do. And can the offensive line be fixed? I mean, yeah, I have faith that Jawan Taylor, he didn't play bad at the beginning of the season. He's got kind of bad over the last few weeks, but I kind of feel like the offensive line in general is kind of feeling the effects of that left tackle position. They're kind of feeling that left tackle struggling. Mahomes is a little irritated over it.
Struggling with it.
Yeah, and I think hopefully DJ Humphries can come in and fix this.
Yeah, let's do it, baby.
That's a lot of pressure for that young kid, though.
Is he young?
I mean, everybody's a young kid compared to my old ass.
I understand, but in football years, is he a papball?
What is he, 30?
I don't know. Gamer player with the 10 bomb says, you're as good as your record says you are, so saith the tuna. In 3 weeks, we will be talking how getting a few key players has righted the ship. Remember this, please. I'm not completely opposed to this way of thinking. I don't think the gamer player is discounting how bad the team has looked, being 11-1. But I think what he's saying is right. Regardless, you are 11-1. You're in a good position. We're getting some key players back. I think Pacheco brings a little bit of pop back to the offense. No pun intended. But that's the thing. Like, I think you still have to let Kareem Hunt eat. I think you still have to let him get into rhythm. But Pacheco can bring that extra firepower. He can bring that energy to the offense, and I think that's good. Omenihu, we just talked about how he helped the defensive line get pressure all day long just by his presence. And I think that they'll continue to do better at that. And I think just pressure on the quarterback solves 98% of your problems on defense. So I'm not completely against what you're saying here, Gamer Player. I think you could be right. And I hope you're right. I hope that just some little tweaks here and there can get things back to a little bit of normalcy in KC.
Yeah, I agree. Somebody in the chat said, how many Jesus Perez.
Let's go.
Said, how many more missed tackles did Brian Cook have today? He's good for one every game. To my surprise, ladies and gents, Brian Cook had 0 missed tackles today. 0.
Yeah.
Had a nice little game there, I guess. Who had some misses today? Nick Bolton had a miss, and they attributed Josh Williams with a miss. He had 1 miss. That brings his season total to 3. Not quite sure where the Josh Williams miss was. Might have been that one where he over pursued the guy on the sideline.
He did miss 1 tackle. We watched it.
Yeah, it was an over pursue, wasn't it?
Because you made the joke, like, oh, God, Josh Williams missed a tackle. Everybody's going to hate him again.
Yeah, it was. He kind of over pursued it is what happened. It wasn't like like he didn't dive and just whiff. It took a bad angle.
Yep.
So, yep.
Yeah. Charles says, y'all want Mahomes to stop missing some throws? You might want to start blocking for him. How many throws did Mahomes miss when he wasn't pressured? Oh, that's right. None, even on his touchdown pass. Mahomes. Yes and no. Like, I feel like that he's missed some throws this year without pressure. But I think that the pressure that he's normally getting and the uncertainty has a lot to do with that. So I think you're right, Charles, just in a different kind of roundabout way. I think you get that out of his head, let him get comfortable, and maybe we could see him start hitting some throws. Get his feet set, get his mechanics back, not be seeing ghosts, not be hearing footsteps, like all that good stuff. But it's going to take a minute.
It's drastically bigger. So far in 2024, if Mahomes has a clean pocket, he's completing 77.4% of his passes. If it's not clean, if he's under pressure, he's only completing 44.6%.
Right.
So that's a 33% difference. That's the second largest amount out of all 36 quarterbacks that's played. That's the second highest. So Mahomes has proven that if he's pressured, he's not accurate. Mahomes cannot do it. Like Josh Allen takes a lot more. He takes a lot more pressures than Mahomes. Joe
Josh
Burrow
Allen
takes a lot more pressures.
The title of this live stream is, are the Chiefs the luckiest team in the NFL?
Josh Allen might be the luckiest
Potentially.
player.
Josh Allen is the luckiest player. He could be falling down, throw the ball up backwards. He could probably put it between his butt cheeks and fart it out there 10 yards. Somebody's going to make a one-handed catch.
I think that's a good that's kind of a cool thing to look at, though. Why is Mahomes in a clean pocket 77%? And when he's not, he's at a 44.6%. That's a huge gap. That's 36%. And I know a lot of people's going to be like, yeah, but he's getting pressured. But if you look at Burrow or somebody like that, who is not a better quarterback than Mahomes by any means, why is Burrow and them not so far of a split? Like, why is Burrow only like 25% different, not 37% different? Is it because of the quality of receiver he's throwing to is maybe bailing him out a little more? You think that might be what it is? So it might be a little bit about the receiver, too.
No. I'm pretty sure that Travis Kelce and DeAndre Hopkins are two of the best bailout receivers in the game.
But he didn't have D-Hop all year.
No, but he has for 5 weeks now.
I'm just trying to figure it out because I firmly believe Mahomes is amazing. But I just want to know, why is it so...
the greatest.
The greatest.
Of all time.
But why do you have inferior quarterbacks that are getting not as clean pockets? Because, again, we've already determined Mahomes has been pressured a lot. He's been sacked a lot. But he has less pressures than Josh Allen, less pressures than Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow's putting up ungodly numbers. They're just losing games.
Right.
So it's got to be the quality of receiver on that back end.
But, I mean, on the bright side, wouldn't you rather be 11-1 with Mahomes being a little shaky at the moment? Yeah.
100%.
No one cares about them stats.
Them
it is
stats
what it
can
is.
suck an ass.
They're going to try to find a way to give MVP to Lamar Jackson anyway because that's what they do.
Oh, they'll change everything about it. Like, magically running
Did you
the
know
ball.
Look,
was
did
good.
you know that actually the number one statistic that weighs the most in getting MVP this year is looking like Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, and I heard that they made number 2 is the amount of purple in your uniform.
Yeah.
Both key things in to be able to be a MVP in this league. So it's looking like Lamar's a shoe-in again.
He is, man. Appreciate you guys being here today. Bittersweet, I suppose. But, hey, I think this team can get it together, maybe just tweak a few little things. So keep your heads up, Chiefs. Give yourself a round of applause for putting up with this. Just these games, man, stressful. I mean, you guys are the real ones watching these because they're not fun. They're tough. They're a headache, as Jair said on X. It's tough to watch, but you're sticking it out because you love the Chiefs.
What is this guy? What are you raging about over here?
Latin assassin.
He's asked this 7 times. What does this
Wanye
mean?
stats tell you that he sucks because he sucks, brother. I don't know what more we need to know. Are you his cousin?
What's he raging though?
No, but anyway, appreciate you all being here. Do us a favor, hit that like button on the way out, and we'll see you. If not tomorrow, it'll probably be Monday morning. We'll do an early live stream Monday morning or something like that. But you guys have fun, and we'll see you next time. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
There goes a sight from my soul.